They tried to crush my spark, but I'd burn their world to ash before I'd let it die. The dining room stank of cheap wine and scorched bacon, a stench that clung to my childhood like damp rot. My stepfather, Vince, slouched at the table's edge, his whiskey bottle wobbling on his knee. My mother, Lila, perched on a stool, her smirk sharp enough to cut glass, like she'd already bet against me. My cousin, Tara, lounged on the sofa, snickering at her phone's glow while I gripped a dog-eared envelope, college admission, grant forms, payment schedules. Vince, I said, my voice wobbling before I could anchor it. The deposit's due Wednesday. I need help, just a fraction. Please. The air stilled. Tara scoffed, not looking up. Go scrub dishes at the greasy spoon. School's not for nobodies like you. I kept my eyes on Vince. His gaze tightened, my request a slap to his ego. You think we're rolling in it? After I've housed you, fed you, you want me to toss cash at some useless diploma? My chest nodded. It's not useless. It's my way out. If I miss this, I lose everything. He stood, slow, predatory. Then, out of nowhere, his palm cracked against my jaw, sending me stumbling into the wall. Pain seared, my vision swam as the envelope slipped, pages scattering like ash. Ambitions for fools, he snarled, towering over me as I clutched my face, gasping. Lila's laugh sliced through, colder than the hit. There's our girl, Tara. A nobody, like I always said. Tara grinned, crunching a pretzel. Problem solved itself. I scrambled for the papers, their cackles clawing at me. Clean it up, sweetheart. Vince roared, stomping a form under his boot. Each taunt, each sneer, sank deep, but something ignited. This wasn't my grave, it was my forge. That night, sleep never came. My jaw pulsed, a bruise blooming under the bathroom's flickering bulb. In the mirror, I didn't see their nobody. I saw a storm brewing. They'd pay for this. The next morning, I hid the mark with a scarf and drifted through school, unnoticed as ever. No one questioned my wince or quiet voice. I'd perfected the act. But inside, I wasn't pleading, I was scheming. That evening, I caught Tara gloating to Lila about Vince's gift, $15,000 for a custom motorcycle after her birthday bash. I'll be tearing up the streets, Lila, she bragged. Lila beamed. You're worth it, unlike some leeches around here. Her glance grazed me as I passed. Later, Vince swaggered in, waving a receipt. Down payment set, Tara. You'll ride by fall. I stopped cold. 15 grand for her toy, but nothing for my future? Fury steadied my hands. Alone in my room, I smoothed the torn college forms. The words, admission, deadlines, burned like a promise. If they wouldn't help, I'd take what they cherished. I started quietly, catching Vince's slurred boasts about pocketing cash from his warehouse shifts, fudging inventory logs. Lila bragged about her hustle, flipping thrift store finds on sketchy sites, dodging taxes. They called it savvy, I called it ammunition. I jotted every detail in a diary stashed behind my dresser, times, contacts, amounts. Each line made me less their victim, more their judge. Their venom grew bolder. Lila mocked my bruise over coffee. Should have hit her harder, she muttered to Tara, who laughed, spilling her drink. I didn't blink. I documented. A week later, the college's final notice arrived, pay by Monday or forfeit your spot. I faced Vince in the dining room, envelope in hand. It's due, I said, voice like stone. He grabbed it, shredded it, and leaned close, whiskey breath stinging. You're just a drain. Lila applauded like it was a performance. Tara jangled her motorcycle keys, taunting. Wanna see what real winners get? Their laughter thundered, but I smiled, a thin, lethal thing that hushed them for a split second. They didn't know I held their downfall. Monday came. Vince was at the warehouse, Lila was filing her nails, Tara revved her bike outside. I tucked my diary and a flash drive, packed with recordings of their schemes, into my bag. While Vince was on shift, I handed his supervisor the evidence, logs, audio of him crowing about stolen stock. By Tuesday, he was jobless, banned from every warehouse in town. He raged at home, someone sabotaging me. Lila's eyes twitched with fear. Wednesday, I sent Lila's tax evasion proof to the IRS. By Thursday, audit letters landed, threatening to gut their accounts. She sank into a chair, trembling. Tara's turn came next. I sent her faked injury claims, bragged about on tape, to her insurance. By Friday, her bike was repossessed, and she screamed after the tow truck, barefoot, furious. That night, I cooked steak, garlic bread, the works. They shuffled in, suspicious but lured by the aroma. "What's this game?" Vince growled. "Dinner," I said, sliding envelopes across the table. Termination for him. IRS audits for Lila. Fraud charges for Tara. Their faces crumbled as truth hit. "You called me nobody," I said, voice cutting like a blade. "You struck me, mocked me, thought I'd break. But I turned your lies into your ruin." Lila reached for me, begging. I stepped back. "It's over." I walked out, their curses and sobs fading. The night was crisp, stars blazing. My jaw ached, but it wasn't pain, it was power. They'd called me nothing, but I'd taken it all. My freedom. My vengeance. Their regret.